Hey, what's up YouTube? And RS here with another video showcasing Star Wars The Old Republic. Today we're going to be looking at the third and final space battle that is available in the quote-unquote beginner area. We've already covered Sulu Common Fleet Action, Jabeam Escort. Both of those you can find on my main channel. But this one is going to be focusing on Cartel Listening Station. Now this one is what I consider to be the most difficult of the three. Admittedly, they're all very easy, but I think this one is a little bit more difficult only because it's a little bit more complex. You see we have to destroy turrets, generators, hangars, antennae, and then of course there's the calculate jump to light speed. I don't even know why that's really in there, because you don't have to do anything. But we're going to go ahead and travel there now. Now I want to point out this is a model of the space station that we will be attacking, so it's very simple to use this as a kind of a quick guide. The hangars are located on the points out here on the little protrusions. The antenna are up here at the top. You'll find them at each point there. The shield generators are the bubbles right there. And there's also a bunch of turrets kind of littered around on the outskirts right here. So with that being said, let's be on our way. Alright, so first thing, space station right there off in the distance. That's our main objective. In this mission, you also have escorts. Don't worry too much about them. You need to set your priorities and have them clear and act on them throughout this engagement. Number one, the space station is your first priority. Taking out the objectives on there because you only have a very small period of time during your flybys where you can actually hit certain targets. So you need to be aware of those targets on your screen and where you are in relation to the space station. Number two, if you're not able to attack the space station, you need to be laying down fire on those fighters. Number three, finally, if neither one of those are there, fire on these big ships. Because, I mean, really, those turrets, they're XP, can't really argue with that. But if number one or number two are available, you want to deal with those. Now, we're still not quite close enough to deal damage to that space station. So we're going to knock out a few more of these fighters here. Again, listen and watch for the fire coming from the different sides of your screen. Let's see, are we close enough? I think once we pass this, we will be. Yes, we are. So I'm going to fire as many of these as possible. Knock these out. Bam, there we go. And that was actually a pretty darn good run. 2 hangars, shield generator, 4 turrets. I'll take it. Now, we need to refocus. Any fighters? No. Okay, looks like we're getting ready to come in for another shot at the ship or the space station. So let's knock this out. Take that. We really don't have a lot of targets in this particular viewpoint. So we're pretty much just going to dodge fire and try to make sure you don't run into the space station. These things are collidable, so keep that in mind. Now we have 4.5 minutes to complete this objective. So don't feel like we're super rushed or anything. If you don't hit your objectives the first time, it's okay. You'll have several chances too. Also, some of these objectives are located on the underside of the space station. And some of them are only really accessible for a second or two. You saw how, rather than blasting that turret, I used a missile. That's because I knew that my angle of fire would only stay in range for about 2 seconds, and I just wouldn't be able to blast that turret out there.
You're getting good at this.
So we still have to take out one more hangar. I don't really know if you can kill that. I've never really been able to. No more objectives on the underbelly, so let's continue focusing on the fighters. You can see we're about 2/3 done with those. Our hit points, good, around 3/4 or so. So we don't have to worry about that. If you want to, those little satellite-like devices, they're targetable as well. Okay, so I'm going to lay down a missile on the hangar right there and fire a couple shots just to make sure. Bam, there we go. And now I'm just going to use the last of the missiles on random targets, just because I can. But our objectives are good. We're done. All we have to do is kill 12 more fighters and wait for the timer to run out. Unfortunately, after we kill the 12 fighters, 10 now, we still have to wait for the timer to run out. Which I guess is used calculating the jump to light speed. I don't know, maybe Mako is going to start working on knocking out the math on paper or something. But either way, it does take a while. And in the meantime, again, you can still kill these objectives. They'll give experience. You saw how that hangar gave 50 XP, and we're going to come down here and fire on this. Once it starts firing on us, I'll know we'll be close enough for some missiles. There we go. Bam! Knock that out. So you saw how it actually took quite a few missiles to knock it out. Hit points still pretty good. Sitting over half. That's all I really care about. There are upgrades for armor, weapons, all the sort. As you saw in my Space Basics video. Spacix. And, oh man, I'm really curious if you can do anything with this. I don't think you can. No, I think if we could have, it would have done something by now. That's fine. I don't want to let any XP fly by. So we still have to last for another minute and 34. And honestly, if you're not careful, this can actually be the most difficult part, because you can find yourself getting cocky, getting restless, and end up taking way more shots than you need to. And you could still lose the mission. I mean, that's what it comes down to. So lasting a minute really isn't that difficult. There's plenty to shoot at. The space station, of course, is just annihilated. Pop off a couple more of those ships. I think we killed both of those. Cool.
Oh, this is bad.
Mako, keep repairing. Duct tape. Lots and lots of duct tape. And of course, the token barrel roll. Ooh, I think we just barely killed that. 30 seconds, folks. And we can go well on our way. Overall, this, if you don't look at it as coming into this expecting a whole game in and of itself, like I've read some people are, but if you look at it rather as kind of another thing to do in the Star Wars universe, it's fun. It really is enjoyable just to sit down for, 5-10 minutes, go through a space battle. You see, we just got a lot of experience there, and we are now on our way to finishing the mission. And as we've arrived, we see we now have, again, a fleet commendation. Those are used to purchase the goods that we covered in the Space Basics video. We will gladly accept that. And you'll also notice there are more missions here. Operation Echo Quake. More appear as you continue to do them. And you can use this map to pretty much just mouse around the different areas. You can see space missions available. I don't think there are any more that are available for me right now, other than these three. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, found it informative. If you did, please consider subscribing if you're not already. If you are, I will love you forever, and I hope that somebody gives you a cuddly panda that will not bite your head off. If they do, then I take no responsibility for it. Anyways, I love you guys and girls. I will see you in the next video.
Not mine, but definitely yours.